Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to decorate macarons with royal icing. I'm going to be using liquid gel food coloring and meringue powder from Chefmaster. If you're ready, let's get started. To make royal icing, we're going to need meringue powder, powdered sugar, and warm water. In a mixing bowl, sift powdered sugar and meringue powder. We need just 2 tablespoons. And I highly recommend to sift before making royal icing. Just use whisk and sift into mixing bowl. I'm using stand mixer, but you can also use hand mixer to make royal icing. I'm adding 3 tablespoons of warm water. Just whisking a little bit again. And on a low speed, I'm going to be whisking for about 5 minutes. And here we have to check consistency of the royal icing. If it's too thick, you add a little bit more water. And if you see that's very thin, that means you need to whisk again. But don't forget, we're going to be also adding food coloring. This is consistency we're looking. I prepared 2 piping bags. I'm using coupler. I highly recommend to use coupler piping bag, and I'm using Wilton 102, number 4, and 352 piping tips. I'm gonna need some spatulas, some bowls or cups, and food coloring. And right here I have collection of Chefmaster liquid colors, and I'm just picking like green for leaves and pink color. And I picked green leaf and pink rose. That's what I'm going to be using. In a mixing bowl or cup, transfer royal icing. I dividing in 3 parts. 2 of parts I'm going to color, and 1 part I'm going to be using white. And you see the consistency of that royal icing. It's not runny, it just really have a kind of buttercream consistency. So in 1 piping bag, I'm transferring royal icing. It's white. I'm using here just plain round piping tip. It's Wilton 4. You can use 2 or 6. And I'm just using 1 drop of the food coloring and mixing with the spatula. And the same with green. Just 1 drop is enough. If you want to make more brighter color or more bold, just use 2 or 3 drops. But I think 1 is more than enough. We're mixing with the spatula and transferring into piping bag. The green I'm transferring into piping bag with Wilton 352. And I highly recommend you, when you color royal icing, transfer into piping bag right away. Don't let it dry, because it's drying really fast. Now pink. We're transferring into piping bag with Wilton 102. We use meringue powder and 2 food coloring from Chefmaster to make royal icing. Now the fun part, let's decorate macarons. I'm using Wilton 102 with pink royal icing and piping some tulips. I decided to make something fun for spring. Then using 352 Wilton piping tip, I'm piping leaves. This is very simple decor, there is no template needed and it's really great for beginners. What I like about this royal icing is that you can decorate already filled macarons or just macaron shells. You can also freeze macarons decorated with the royal icing. Just keep in a freezer in an airtight container for a few months. This tulip design is very simple and I think everyone can make it. I'm going to show you one more decor that I made using Wilton 4 piping tip just to pipe a little flowers, and then I'm using 352 just to pipe a little leaves. That's all. It's so simple. And if you like this video, subscribe and follow me for more. The recipe I'm posting below this video and piping tips. Thank you for watching and happy baking!